he met up with a supreme instructor, a master of masters, in my opinion, from all the information that I had gathered and found out. This promotion was conceived last year. I thought about this, and I thought about it. And I started evaluating, analyzing whether or not this young man in my opinion, could wear the belt of ninth degree in the way that these distinguished gentlemen sitting at this table would expect from any of their high-ranking black belts in the martial arts. However, out of respect, I have to address this where his last instructor is concerned, Dr. John. Dr. John, he took him to different heights, had taken him, showed him different things to just new heights. A gentleman that he knew was worthy of receiving this dying knowledge. Came into my school. I would like to bring on the floor Grandmaster Reggie Calloway.
Reggie Calloway. Very accomplished martial artist, very respectful young man, very skillful, as he will demonstrate the comments. By the way, they're not the illuminants, they're the real deal. Now, in a lot of tournaments, you see them, they have the little illuminants. These are real. And you'll see the level of expertise that this young man has.
Councilman Velvet, with your permission, I begin.
Thank you, Master Brown. Thank you.
Mr. Calloway is going to perform Bogwise. The Bogwise were conceived to fight against 8 people. Not just 8 people, but 8 skilled people. Grandmaster Fairbanks, if you would.
The Bogwise system is an exceptional system with certain emotions in it that you will see him perform coming inside, outside, walk in the circle. It's very unique, as very few people around here have ever seen the Bogwise system. Master Calloway would come back to the dojo and work with us on it, and we all enjoyed what he did to us. He worked us really hard. You find out sometimes what you don't know, but find out sometimes what your condition level is in working different systems. So with the work with Grandmaster Fagan and him sharing with both of us, it's been an exceptional time trying to pass it on to my Tai Chi students. And some senior citizens said no, they're trying to do the Bogwise system. So they're going for the first time to see what it really is supposed to look like. And it's an honor to be here for your promotion, sir.
Thank you, Grandmaster Fairbanks. Wait a minute. Wait 1 minute. That voice of his sometimes just drop. We got it.
There's only 8 forms of Bogwise. There's no beginner forms. Everything starts right at the top. The founder of the Bagua system only taught grandmasters at that time, and they were all masters in other arts, from Tai Chi to Shin Yi to Chin Na to Chinese wrestling. So once they start compiling all these forms of information together, then this is kind of the final fighting Bagua form. And the goal is you can't complete one form unless you do both sides of the body. So my goal is to do all 8 on both sides of the body.
Grandmaster Reggie Calloway came up to kneeling, Harry circle. I brought him up there. I brought him up there a few times, and he was teaching us Bagua, and we was wore out. Wore out. As Grandmaster Ferrex will tell you, this is not as simple as what it looks. Executing blocks, throws, takedowns, kicks, come back to another opponent, another one. Block, attack, back to another opponent, block, attack, back to another opponent. Once that left, take that attack. It's actually simultaneous block. You have to be in some really good shape to go through the entire game. Anybody recognize him? He's never disappeared. Fight continues. Continues. 8 different opponents. 8 and 4 attacks. Jonathan is boxed. Different skilled men he has been fighting. 8. The fight goes on. only been a time or two I've seen a man that can execute all these barbed wires continuously. When we did it, we had to have about 10, 15 breaks. I'm serious. Is that not correct? Is that not correct, man? Is that? Grandmaster Fairbanks. Lord have mercy. I want to thank you for that treat, Grandmaster Reggie Calloway. I want to thank you for that treat. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, sir. Grandmaster Vincent Calloway.
Master Calloway, I'd like to thank you for all the years you shared for me and my students and my family. It's been an honor to share with you, teach you, you come back and teach me. And that's the highlight of life when you can pass on to a person that becomes more than a brother or a son, or especially an old person like us, and to come back and share. I'd like to thank your family, all of your family, because you're always very gracious to me to allow me to share with your son. And we work on the back on the block with Ms. Larson, traveling around, doing different things, but it's been a special honor. Watching Reggie, being in your studio, driving everybody crazy, Ray, we all have matured and grown in life. And it's a special honor to always call you my student.
Thank you, Grandmaster Fairbanks. Next, we have Fred Gray, who also, as Chief Kenneth Robinson said, he came a ways too. He came from South Carolina. Gray.
Good morning, everybody. I met Vincent Calloway in 1974 at a tournament in Lincoln Heights. We were both green belts together, and we've been friends ever since. I'm proud to call my friend today. He's a great man.
Fred Gray, thank you, man. Thank you. You didn't just have to drive from downtown. Next, we have, come on, Reginald Sawyer. And he's going to tell you some things about us.
Unlike most of these gentlemen here, this is the first time I've ever met you. There are certain things that you can feel about a person. And what Supreme M. Robinson was saying about true martial artists, I feel that from you. I enjoyed the forms that you did, and congratulations on your promotion.
Next, we have Grandmaster Kenyatta.
Nihawa. I've known Grandmaster Vincent Calloway for many years and seen him excel in more than one art. But in relation to the Chinese arts of Tai Chi Chuan, Bakao Chuan, he's simply marvelous. And we were talking not too long ago to where we'll be working out and making each other sweat from Dayton, Ohio to LA. But anyway, thank you so much for your demonstration and many more years in the arts for you. Zai Chi.
Thank you, Kenyatta. And by the way, Kenyatta came down here from Dayton. He's been around an awful long time. Matter of fact, he has a tournament coming up. He don't have a tournament coming up. It was last week. And now, I'd like to bring to the mic, one of my first students. One of my first students who's been around and is a part of that branching out, as I've already stated. Right now, I'd like to bring to the mic Master Frank Henderson.
Thank you, young Fagan. There was a lot of things that I could probably talk about, but there was one thing that stood out in my mind, is that Jim Fagan always told us to use your mind as a sponge. And so that's what we did. The same path, now this is ironic, but the same path that Vincent went through, I went through. It's just crazy. I guess we two birds of a feather. We trained under Nim Fagan. I think we started what, 1971 out in Finlay Gardens. Oh.
You know, 60 years old.
Along with Keith Edmondson, Glenn Banks, Keith Price, and I think it was a couple of other brothers that trained with us also. But the way that Vincent had went, we was tighter than two peas in a pod when Midnight Star used to come down to Bogart's, and we used to go in there all the time, and we had a distinguished kick that we always did that, you know, he did it in the show. Remember that, Reggie? Yeah. That spin and jump kick, he's doing it in the show all the time.
Show up, man!
I got too much stuff going on. But don't think I can't do it. I can't. But he trained under everybody up here. Nim Memory, Nim Robinson, Nim Harris, Nim Johnson, Great Grandmaster Fairbanks, Kiyoshi Holly, and yeah, he was supposed to have been here. But it was just like a journey that we all went through. And we all seemed like we ran into the same path. But like he and me and a lot of others here, we're still training. Because it's been bestowed on us to keep training until it's over. And I think that's what keeps us in shape. So at this time, Tootie, I've been trying to get with you for the longest, but I know you're a busy man, and I'm a busy man also. But you got my highest and humblest praises, and I salute you.
Next, ladies and gentlemen, this here is just a special treat to me, because to my right, I have an exceptional instructor, a very good organizer, her methodology of teaching, the way she goes about helping the kids, and that's what it's about, helping the kids. She's done an awful lot over the years with her students and within the martial arts. And I think it's just time for me to say this publicly about her, you know? I truly respect her. I haven't seen anyone whose classes are organized and with the methodology that she has. I haven't seen it. I'm talking about nobody. I bring to you Master Terrell Davis.
Thank you. I just want to say that we go back a long way, Grandmaster Calloway. In June the 15th of 1985, we were issued our first degree black belts in Okinawan Shurei-ryu by the founder, Grandmaster Robert Trias. And we were promoted the same day, and that's why he is dear to my heart. And I'm just so proud of you to see the journey that you've taken. And one thing that stands out is that he is a silent, a very respectful, disciplined, honorable young man. That's what I've always seen. He set goals and just step by step takes and works and never brags, modest. And if you just look at him, he's just an example of what a martial artist should be. Modest. And he never, ever quit. And I'm so proud and so happy to be standing here and see this at this wonderful occasion. So I'm just going to wish you the best of luck. And it's so good to see your family. And as we all know in the arts, we're always sewing into young people's lives, and we want to be examples and great mentors that people look up to. And when we look at you, you have been a mentor. You've walked your actions. You have not had a lot of words, but your actions have spoken louder than any words. And I just want to say, keep going, keep the faith, and continue to be that star that shines bright for each and every one of us. It's that spirit that I love in you. Congratulations.
Next we have a stablemate. We have a stablemate back in the day of Vincent's. They're about the same age. They've had many wars in the gyms, but yet have had mutual respect for one another. I bring to the mic Nate Miller.
All right, I'm just as quiet as Mr. Calloway. But seeing Mr. Calloway grow in different ways, we was in band together. You probably didn't know I was there because I couldn't play. And it was amazing to me to see somebody grow. And I couldn't figure out, how is he playing all that music? But later on, I found out he went home and practiced, which I didn't. And so, you know, you sit back in the back and you watch somebody grow. And then when you see them on TV, on stage, that's an honor. And with the martial arts, they broke the mold when they, back in the day, you weren't allowed to go to nobody else's class. You had to stay in your own, whatever art you better not come with another kick that looked like somebody else. But to venture out, you're breaking that mold, and this is good because it's all the same. And I'm proud of it. Very good.
Thank you, Lynn Miller. Next, we're going to round this out. I'm not going to have everybody come to the three. I'm going to round this out because there has to be awarding of the ceremonies shortly, and we want it all on film. So, next, we have another stablemate of Vincent's. I mean, and these two men have just gone to war. They've gone to war. I've witnessed it, I've experienced it. They've been to my class. He's been in my class when he wasn't supposed to be there. Like Nick's here. You know, he was in my class. If he had found out he was there, they would have might disciplined him and said something to him back in the day. I never did that with my students. I never did. I wanted them to get out, spread their wings, find themselves, see the creativity that existed within him. And this man, speaking of breaking a mold, as Nim Miller said, sneaking over there and all them classes and that, I bring to the mic Grandmaster Lou Rogers.
Well, I'd like to say, congratulations, Vincent. We went through a lot, and I can't do this without Mr. Logan. Mr. Logan, come on up here.
All right.
Because we done had all of us three, besides Anthony, we done all had a lot of battles. You know what I mean? And to see this occasion and to be here and to be a part of this is real unique. And to see you still practicing the martial arts since we were real little kids. And most programs or sports don't allow you to be with a person that long and still keep in contact with them and still show them love. You know, that's what I love about this art, and the people that's here is all about family. And we've been family for quite a long time. Some of us have been family closer than our families that birthed us. And throughout all the journeys that we had, I still learn a lot from you. I still do that warm-up exercise that you showed me over there at Mount Auburn Center when we used to have fight night over there. So I am very privileged and honored to stand here and say congratulations with my partner, Mr. Logan, because all of us had some great battles, and we wound up having great students after that and great respect. So much love to you.
I ain't gonna hold the mic long because I know we've been talking a while, but you know how I feel. I talked with you yesterday, and I talked to him in the locker room yesterday, but you got my heart, you got my soul. I remember when I took you to the airport to go mix one of the records, one of the albums that y'all had platinum with. I took you to the airport for that. I was in the studio with him, and he always keep me around somewhere. When I was trying to lose weight, he was helping me with some exercise. He always was trying to give back, and that's one thing I love about this brother, is whatever he got, if you need it, or if you know he can help you with it, he will give it back to you. And everybody ain't like that. Everybody kind of want to be to themselves. He's a giver. And by doing that, you've given a lot of love. And now we want to give you the respect that you deserve. Thank you.
Very well said. Very well said, gentlemen. To my young warriors right there. Mr. Edmondson, did you want to say something? Because I'm around it. Come right up here, because have to do the thing.
Vincent, congratulations. I'm probably the old guy in the class. And as I was talking with Frank and thinking about how we grew in the martial arts, one of the things that was so important was that we traveled around. And this gentleman here used to carry us all over the place, learning from everybody that he could latch on to. And it has instilled in us a desire to continue to learn and to continue to grow. And you have just exemplified that in your progress and in how you have grown. And hello to your mom. I haven't seen you or heard from you in a long time. And congratulations. I just love you, my brother, and continue on the way you are.
And while all the ceremonies is going on and everybody, you know what I mean, is enjoying it and everything, and continuation of the time, I saw this gentleman sneak in here, and even though I'm up against this little time frame right here, I can't pass him up. I have to acknowledge him first, because he's an old head. He's an old head, been around a long time, a very fine martial artist, excellent instructor. I bring to the mic Nim Charles Pembroke.
Okay, thank you very much. First of all, I know it looked a little trite for me coming in like this. I was at a funeral, the mother passed, and the daughter passed last night. So it was a double thing going on, I just couldn't leave. But I knew I had to get over here. Vincent is very special to me, like he's everyone else. I remember back in 1980, we had a school on Reading Road, and Vincent and his brothers would come over late night, give them the key. They worked out, they were quiet, they cleaned up. Never a problem with anybody. Let me say one other thing about this 9th degree, and I'll get off the mic. Back in the day, a 9th degree, you had to lay on your back to look at them. It was so high up in there, like this. So this is not a Mickey Mouse degree. This is very, very significant. I remember when black belts were, if you made black belt, you was almost like a god. Now there are a lot of them. There's a lot of degrees. I respect Nim Fagan for honoring his original student. I also want to say he was my instructor too. So this is about Vincent. I'm so happy. I'm glad I made it. Congratulations to you, and I love you much. You can see the love. You can see the love.
Let us see who you are. He does excellent work. You can see this too. He does very excellent work. And I want everyone to be made aware of that fact. We're going to get a picture here with Mom, affectionately called. That's far enough. I want you all to get a picture by yourself first. You see, Mrs. Gordon and her last born son. Get these pictures now. You may never get them again. She flew in, Mrs. Lawson, from Los Angeles, California, to see this. She flew in from Los Angeles, California. If you want to come out and get this picture, this is a valid picture, come on out here, I don't mind. And then we're going to get this. Get this picture while you can. This is a valid picture. The mother of those great artists, Midnight Star, who was also, once upon a time, the manager of the group. She didn't know that, but she was. Everyone see Mrs. Larson's certificate? You two get this picture. Yeah, I'm going to jump in there.
Let me charge the battery back. Energize me. Use me. I'm your utility.
Love about him is his walk in the art. He carries himself as a true Orthodox. He carries himself with humility and respect. It is an honor and a privilege. He's one of those people who I admire as a true practitioner of this art. He demonstrated the true way to go. He demonstrated it. He doesn't talk it. He lives it. Wherever he's at, he's quiet and still the power